Hi, my Leo and Leo rising friends. Sandra from foryourchi.com here. We're here today to do your monthly tarot and oracle card reading for December of 2021. Thank you so much for being here with me. You guys have a big month ahead of you. Now, the very first thing that shows up here is challenge with Brigitte. This is the first challenge card in this deck, Power. It says that at the onset of December, you are already feeling like that. Okay? Now, just because that's how you're feeling, that doesn't mean that's how the month is going to turn out, because this can be a major turning point for many Leos if you decide to make major changes here. Again, it's up to you. I'm not here to tell you, what you have to do. Everyone has to make up their own mind. But with Brigitte here, she says, do not back down. Do not let people try to railroad you right now. You have to stand firmly in your truth and what you believe is right for you to do right now, Leo. So don't let people walk all over you and tell you what to do here, okay? It needs to come from you and your own feeling place of feeling good here. I feel like there are many things that need to be changed, Leo, and that people have been, unfortunately, running you around when you need to take back your power. As this card suggests, power, right? There could be power struggles that need to end this month, Leo, and especially the first part of the month. Now, you pulled the other challenging card. There's only one other challenge card, and you pulled it first and second house. Second house, and that rules your money, as most of you know. Strength suggests that you're feeling the money pinch at this time, or you could be feeling a pinch about one of your prized possessions if you've let someone borrow it and they did not return it in good working order. You know how that is. However, do not fret too much about this, Leo, because you pulled the Lakshmi card, Bright Future, in your second house of money. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. This card says, stop worrying, Leo. Everything is going to be fine. So it's all being worked out for you. Don't fret over it too much. You may have to put yourself on a little bit of a holiday budget, okay, in order to take out the sting, is what I'm hearing from this challenging card, but it's all going to work out for you. So that's good news. Congratulations. Your third house of brother and sister, you have trapped in fear, so that card is for them. They need to make a move, but they are afraid to do so at this time, so you may need to be the brother or the sister who gives them advice here. Now, what is the advice card? Una easy does it. Don't try to force things to happen here. So I feel like, now if they're in a relationship that they need to get out of, that's another story, right? Then they should do that as soon as possible, because you can't be in a relationship in fear and be able to manifest and be able to keep your house. It's just too much of a struggle. However, for those people who have brothers or sisters that are trying to get a project, or they're trying to get their home business or small business off the ground here, that is a lot about what this Una card speaks of. Because oftentimes when we try to really grind on that, right, we can be pushing customers away from us, and we don't want to do that. We certainly don't want to do that. So if it's one of those projects, I would be treading very lightly if I were them. Okay, your fourth house, your house of home, you have firm foundations. This is you've laid the groundwork for what you're going to do next here. This is a good sign. Okay. What is the advice card? Green Terra, start delegating. So this says that you're working too hard in or around your home, Leo, and it's time to start pushing off chores and projects on your children. For those of you that have children. If you don't have children, then you probably have the funds to hire a housekeeper if you're not retired. Your fifth house, okay, Leo. You guys have had a fifth house activated in these readings here. I'm not quite sure what's going on in your astrology chart, but an astrologer, a professional astrologer could tell you. Memories of love is the Six of Cups in traditional tarot. It talks about nostalgia, and the fifth house is your dating house. You could be reminiscent of a times past with an ex, Leo. You could be reminiscent of a times past when your relationship that you're currently in was better or when it felt better. But either way, you're not really living in the now. Your mind is somewhere else, and there's a reason for that. They're trying to show you there's something that's not right here, or there's something that's out of balance here. How are we going to fix this? Diana, focused intention. There's definitely something that you need to do here, Leo, on the dating front, or also this could, for those of you who are already coupled, in a happy relationship, that is. This could be talking about something that needs to be done with your friends or friendship circles. The Diana card says, keep your unwavering thoughts and feelings and actions focused on your targeted intentions, and you will make the mark. Okay? So there's definitely something that you need to do here to bring these feelings back in the now. And for some of you, this could be talking about ditching a relationship that you're in and going back to the old person. Not for everyone. Certainly. The sixth house, the heart chakra. Okay, sixth house rules work, but it also rules health. So, for Leos, having a heart chakra in the sixth house, I would definitely want to see the Leos clean out that heart chakra because it could be blocked, and any blockage in the heart chakra could cause a physical illness, and sooner rather than later, because the heart chakra is so important. It's the most powerful chakra there is in the body, in the physical body. How do you clear that out? Yoga. If you can do a session of yoga, fantastic. What's another way? A sea salt bath. If you can take a sea salt bath, great. However, if there's a medical condition that's preventing you from doing that, you can easily go on YouTube and type in heart chakra clearing meditation, and you will get probably 100 videos that come up, and just do a visualization and you clearing out that heart center. The heart chakra should be this color. It should be this color green. So for those of you that have third eye chakra activations where you close your eyes and you can physically see this, you can see it in your mind's eye. If you see anything black, it's going to be important to call upon this green light of the highest vibration and caliber, or white light, to clear it out, okay? And certainly for any Leo that is having any physical ailments or signs of physical illness, make sure you seek medical attention right away. It's never in the place of medical attention. Ishtar is here as the goddess or oracle card to talk about boundaries. And the bottom of this card says, love yourself enough to say no to others. Okay? And the demands on your time and energy, just say no. It's kind of like what we got in the fourth house about you needing to delegate. You're doing too much yourself. Now, because this showed up in your house of work, you could be doing too much work by yourself, and you may need to delegate there as well, Leo. But the bottom line is reprioritizing you first, because just like Doreen used to say, if you're in an airplane and the pressure drops in the cabin, right? And you need oxygen, and the oxygen masks drop, and you have a child sitting next to you, you have to do your mask first so that you can help the child. Because if you don't have oxygen, Leo, you know where I'm going with this, you can't help anyone, including your children, okay? So it's going to be important to put you priority first. And I know this is going to sound weird, but during the holidays, because you probably never do, right? There's a first time for everything. 7th house, your primary relationships. Unfortunately, accelerated motion is the bummer card in this deck for me as a reader. Accelerated motion says you've said yes to someone in a relationship, and you are suffering some sort of consequences, or there's going to be something that negative that happens as a result of you either being in this relationship with this person or saying yes to this person, something that they've asked you to do or go with them, and it's just backfiring at this time. What is the advice card? We've got the other Terra. We had the green Terra, remember, in your 4th house that meant delegating. The white Terra card in this deck means sensitivity. You are feeling extra sensitive in this month of December, Leo, and your partner may not be yielding to that sensitivity. They may be poking a sleeping bear, and not the fun kind of poke, if you get what I'm saying, and they're getting under your skin and irritating the you-know-what out of you, Leo. You guys got a negative message last Christmas, too. Sorry about that. Okay, don't shoot the messenger, Leo. 8th house rules intimacy, taxes, contracts, legal matters, the source of your significant other's income. Well, let me just say this. It's not going to be a fun Leo time swinging from the chandeliers this month. This is a meditation card. It's the 4 of Swords. This is you more alone. You're spending more alone time than you are actually swinging from chandeliers or anything like that, Leo. What is our advice card? Matt, which talks about fairness. This situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Now, let me say this. Because the 8th house rules legal matters and it rules tax issues, if you have one of those hanging over your head right now, legal or tax, it will be resolved, and it will be resolved in your favor. Also, if same is true if you have any issues with contracts, it will be resolved in your favor because Matt has appeared in this reading. So that's a good sign. Okay, your 9th house rules your school and also your travel. So for those of you that are thinking about going to school, or maybe you're in school now, or you're going to take a trip, you definitely should do it because you pulled the 2 of Cups, but in this deck, this is the Karma card. Whatever happens on a trip, at school, it was meant in December, it was meant to take place now, okay? What is the advice card? Butterfly Maiden, which means major transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings you great blessings. So if you've been thinking about going to school, just taking a class, this is a major green light to do so as soon as possible, okay? Same with booking a trip. Major event happens that you are destined to experience. That happens sometimes. What is your 10th house card? 10th house rules career. The card that you have is balance. Now, sometimes your mother or mother figure can show up in the 10th house too, Leo. And if that's the case, your mother could be out of balance. She might be working too hard. She might be not getting enough sleep. She might be not getting enough to eat or good food to eat or exercise or whatever this may be. Your career, there's something about you working, your work life may be out of balance too, Leo, with career and then home life. What are you supposed to do about this? Nematoma, pardon me, is here to talk about meditation in sacred spaces. Now, some people have set up their house or part of their room, with whatever spiritual items, stones, crystals, crosses, I don't know, whatever you're into. It's not necessary. All you really need is a comfortable spot to meditate. But, and especially if this is your mother, I feel like giving her time to chill out more will help her receive new information that's going to bring more balance in your life. And same is true for you, Leo. The more that you quiet your mind. We pulled a major card here in your 11th house, a major message that has to do with your children, for those of you that have children, for those of you that don't have children. This could be talking about your best friend. This transformation card is major change coming here, either for your children, child, or best friend. Major change. Now, this is out with the old, in with the new. What is the advice card here? Receptivity. They need to accept help when it is offered to them. It is quite possible this child or this best friend pushes people away, and that is not advised at this time. They actually need to receive the help that's offered to them. And I feel like if this is a minor child, you as a parent are going to have to get involved here and physically and make sure that they accept the help, whether that is staying with them to make sure that they're, and maybe this is you helping them, Leo, right? Or maybe it's you calling on another family member that you trust to make sure that they stay with this child and get the test, whatever needs to be done here. My nose is itching really bad, so I know that this is important information. Now, this message is not for everyone, obviously, but it's for some Leo out there. If you are a Leo who has a child who has a known substance problem or substance abuse problem, I would highly advise, and they're actively using, I would actively try to do whatever it takes to get this child in inpatient rehabilitation as soon as possible. Even if this is an adult child and you are able to get them in a rehab facility, I would definitely do it, because with the transformation card and receiving help, like, you could intervene and possibly save their life, Leo, okay? So really pay attention to your children and what's happening, and your best friends, for those of you that don't have children, in the 11th house, because this is a major message, and you could actually be the one that saves the day here. Okay, that was pretty heavy duty. 12th house. What's about to show up in your 12th house, Leo, is the future card, so look for this around March. You have the shadow card here, which talks about you're looking at different aspects of your life and how it's gone versus how you'd like it to be. This can be a little depression. And this could also be talking about seasonal depression, because the sun, you may not have seen the sun, which physically rules Leo, by the way, and you're missing the sunshine. Don't let this get you down. Seriously. You pulled the big dog, the Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. Now, some of you may actually be Catholic, so you know the big energy that Mother Mary is. She is the one that brings the miracle. And you may be calling on her in March or maybe before then to bring you this miracle, and it shows up in the most amazing way. The bottom of this card, I have to read it. It says, have faith that your prayers have been heard and that they are being answered now. I'm going to read it one more time. Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Leo, have faith that your prayers have been heard and that they are being answered now. Thanks so much for being here with me. Many blessings to you all and happy holidays, whatever it is that you celebrate.